Time now for Futures in Focus. Gold gaining for a third day as investors brace for a string of key events Thursday as we keep underlining. Joining us now from the CME to discuss is Todd Colvin, Senior Vice President at Ambrosino Brothers. Todd, gold is rallying. It's very close to $1,300 an ounce now. It may not be gold that is the driver here, but rather a search for safety. How far can it get?
I think right now, Vonnie, that gold has some upside to it, despite the move we've seen today. And really going back over the last several weeks, gold has really been on a tear. As you see, despite the fact that we have the dollars trading mixed, although it's lower today and trending lower, but the Federal Reserve has said they're going to raise rates, which should be an adverse effect to gold, and it hasn't been. So right now, gold kind of trading on its own. I don't necessarily think it's more of a fear trade that we're seeing, but it's a caution trade, and I think it has legs up to at least 1320, given the trend we're seeing, given the tunnel that we're seeing in the price action.
Well, given that it's a caution trade and most things that the market is watching take place this Thursday, do we get there by Thursday or Friday?
Well, gold is a very emotional trade as well. So you could, like we saw today, we're seeing a $14 rally in gold. We're not really seeing that same effect in other extenuating markets. Look at the equity markets, look at the treasury markets. They're moving, but not necessarily to that level. So I think right now we could certainly see it, but my sense is that we're seeing the move today. And when we get to Thursday, if we get any kind of reaction, we could see a light pullback, or we could see the trend continue, because this trend started well before there were issues from last weekend that would extend to the UK elections, which I think is the real key here.
So it might go one way or the other is what you're saying. What about oil, Todd? We're seeing oil just above $47 a barrel. Really no impact from the little dispute between Qatar and other nations. If that intensifies, do we see a big increase in oil prices?
Well, I think right now, since we got past the OPEC meeting and oil saw its price declines, we've really set the range between 47 and 50. And I know we've gotten below 47 today and yesterday, but I think right now the general range is going to be 47 to 50 until we start to see some of the numbers come through, some of the supply numbers, as well as the usage numbers for gasoline, which we'll get over the summer. This is the big season for oil and gasoline, and we need to see those usage numbers increase if we're going to see an increase in oil prices right now, because OPEC is going to maintain their production cuts, but they're not going to extend the size of those production cuts. And I think that's what the market really wanted and didn't get at their meeting last month.